So yeah, talk about the matchup tonight. Did you guys feel like you'd be able to move the ball through the air against that defense?
Uh, yeah, we had a good plan going into the game this week. We knew that they ran a lot of man, a lot of cover zero. As a quarterback, that's what you hope for. The offensive line did a great job tonight, protection wise. Thought the running backs ran the ball well, and the guys on the perimeter made plays. Defense played well tonight. Honestly, it was a good team win, man. It was very well needed for us as a team. I'm excited that we are now, officially going to a bowl. It's something to celebrate here today on this Thanksgiving week, and I'm excited, man.
The first win against the MAC West team, it happens to be against the MAC West champs. How does it feel? I guess, how important was it for you guys to end this regular season on a positive note after some struggles in the conference?
Well, the one thing that I'm very proud of about this team is, one thing that's guaranteed in the game of football is adversity, and with that being said, the most important thing is responding to the adversity. That's something that, Coach Lester and this team has preached time and time and time again: respond. And, throughout the ups and downs, remaining even keeled and just keep coming back and back and back, regardless of what the result is very important. And I feel like that showed tonight with this team as a unit. And I'm excited, man. It was a big time win over the MAC West champs, and it just so happened to be our first win, man. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. It's definitely a great feeling. It's a blessing, and I'm looking forward.
As far as your connection with Skye Moore goes in this game, I guess what was it like when you're getting him into single coverage? I mean, what's going through your mind when you're scanning the defense there?
Yeah, so as a quarterback, you always just trying to find matchups, and anytime I get single coverage, I really had that kind of faith in all my receivers, to be honest. Skye, Crooms, Jay Hall, the tight ends have been doing their job, Boerski and so on and so forth. Even our running backs, getting those guys the ball in space. That's the game of football. Giving your athletes the ball in space and letting them do the rest. I feel like we did a good job with that tonight. As I mentioned before, we knew we were going to see a lot of cover zero tonight. And as a QB, that's something that you're hunting for. I'm always going to take my guys against theirs, and tonight we all showed up as a team and we made plays.
Two more questions. Your first score tonight went to Brett Boerski, his first touchdown since 2019, and in front of his hometown team, being from Illinois himself. What was that moment like for him?
It was a great moment. We're very proud of Boerski. He, as I mentioned before, the one thing that's guaranteed in the game of football is adversity. He's been battling injuries, past couple of years, even this season, and for him to kind of catch that touchdown tonight, I'm pretty sure it made him happy. It was a surreal moment. I was happy for him. The team was happy for him, and I feel like he had a pretty good game tonight.
You shared reps today with Marion Herbowski. What was it like sort of coming on and off the field in the middle of drives rather than being out there for every snap?
I was very proud. I was very proud of Marion tonight. In the hotel the night before the game, he's my roommate, and for him to have this moment and be able to step in and make some crucial plays against the MAC West champs in a game that we needed, I was very proud. What more can you ask for? I feel like he did a good job commanding the offense. He made plays, as I mentioned before, and he looked comfortable out there. And that was the most important thing that I was proud of, And as I told him, I say, listen, bro, just go out and do what you do. Don't overthink. Don't, just play ball. And I feel like he did a good job with that tonight. And I'm very proud of him.
Heck of a game, 206 yards receiving. Did you feel like coming into this, the matchup was favorable for you to put on a show like this?
Yeah, I feel like that every week, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I do a good job during the week, like watching film, game planning each corner, and I feel like I could explode every week.
What's it like for you? When you're when those slants are working out. I mean, you had that great kind of fingertip catch on that fade route
Yeah.
I get what's going through your mind, when you're seemingly, making something big happen every time you touch the ball.
I'm just trying to do my job. Caleb's job is to throw it. My job is to catch it. I'm just trying to, you feel me, do my 111th on the team.
Coach Lester has talked about teams' increased focus on you defensively, and then the game plan's counter adjustment. How cool is it to know that opposing defenses are making it such a focus to try to stop you, and then you still go out and have a game like this?
It's all part of, you know what I'm saying, what comes with being one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? So like last year, I knew that D was getting all the attention, and I seen him still explode. Like nobody could check him. So it just comes with it. You get more attention when you do your job. So it just felt like it's kind of like a compliment, I would say.
You're the first Bronco receiver with 1,000-yard season since Corey Davis in 2016. What's it like, in your opinion, to be mentioned in the same sentence as him?
It's definitely an honor to be mentioned in the same sentence as Corey, for sure. Knowing all that he's done for this school and college football, period, to be mentioned in the same sentence is just an honor to me.
All right. Obviously, I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the way they played. We took care of the ball. That was our big thing. Take the ball away and take care and protect it. And I thought we did a fairly good job. We obviously dropped the one punt into that wind, which was difficult for both teams all day when you're kicking into that thing. And but I thought the guys did a great job. Coach Harbaugh, our wide receiver coach, called this game. It was his first game he's ever called. I felt like I needed to make a change, and I gave him the reins this week to put the game plan together. Obviously, I helped every way I could, and I thought he did a phenomenal job of mixing it up. Kept him off balance. O-line did a good job. Caleb, obviously 21 of 26 for 338 and 5 touchdowns. It's about as good as you're going to do. And the defense played hard. We knew there is a good offense, and they're good at running the ball, and they popped a couple, but they bounced back, and couldn't be happier for these guys, and securing a chance to play in a bowl, and now they get to go home and hug their families and be thankful over Thanksgiving, and we'll come back next week and start getting ready as we figure out where we're going.
Obviously, Northern Illinois tonight, just 4 for 10 passing for 23 yards. Obviously, that's a really fresh face in Ethan Hampton, who's still trying to learn the college game. But what do you think that says about your secondary and the way they played today?
Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, Rocky, I talked to Rocky before the game, and he's a little banged up. And so I think just they wanted to protect him a little bit. And so, I thought they covered him. It's not like he missed a bunch of throws. That's the biggest thing, is you have guys open and they're missing them, or we on them. I thought we were on them pretty good. Played a lot of man coverage. They run a lot of different sets. I thought the guys did a great job of adjusting to them. And really, I got to give a lot of credit to our GAs up in the box to continue to communicate what's in the game. 6 offensive linemen, 7 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, and a back. It's just insane, the amount of personnel, and our guys did a good job adjusting. And that stop they got after we dropped the kickoff was about as big of a stop we needed it at that time. And they got off the field and gave the ball back to the offense. So I thought the defense played great. And I thought overall, other than that drop, I thought our special teams, we struggled. Bryce didn't do a very good job early on with some of those punts, and I thought it got better and better and better. And obviously our kickoff team got the ball back for us, and we did a lot of different unique kicks, and they did a good job in tough conditions. So I'm proud of them too.
Sean Tyler had over 100 yards on the ground today and broke the 1,000-yard mark on the season. Talk about what he was able to do to have success today, and how important that is to have a runner capable of getting 1,000 yards.
Well, I think, he's still getting better. He's still sometimes a little impatient, and early on, I think he was a little impatient. Some of those counters, you got to be really calm. And he did. As the game went on, he started feeling the counter. He started seeing the counter better. Obviously, we ran inside zone and outside zone too, but he did a phenomenal job of getting some big yards when we needed it. Still, there's 1 third down that he did not do a good job, and I got him right when he got off the field. He ran to the sideline instead of going and getting us the first, and we ended up getting stuffed on 4th down, and he'll learn from that. But 1,000 yards is always, it's a huge accomplishment. I'm proud of him, and he held onto the ball today too. So it was fun to watch him just kind of get settled into the game and I'd like to, point Marion did a great job too. We put Marion in, we used him early on in the season just to kind of get his feet wet. Thought he ran hard, thought he protected the ball, thought he was efficient running the offense. And, I thought he did a good job running the ball.
Speaking of Herbowski and the way you used him today, was there something you saw in film of the NIU defense that you were hoping to exploit with that? Or was that just, what you saw from Marion in practice?
No, Marion has been, we don't want him to go over his 4 games, so we've been trying to pick and choose the games we use him in. And, when I told Coach Harbaugh that he was in charge this week, that was one of the first questions he asked. I haven't told any of them that they couldn't use him, and he wanted to use him and did a good job of giving him a ton of reps at his plays. He only had, I think, 4 plays. That's all he ran. Now we ran him each couple times. And, but he did a really good job of running hard and seeing the holes and getting down late in the game. Running 4-minute drill with a guy that's powerful like that is huge.
Last one here.
Coach, to pick up your first MAC West win against the MAC West champs to close out the regular season like this, how big of a win is this for you guys in this season?
Well, hopefully it just proves to our guys that we gotta protect the ball. That's what it comes down to. I told you guys before, we're +5 the first half of the season and -10 the second half of the season, and you can't win games like that, no matter what, especially in our league. And you're not even going to give yourself a chance to really show how good of a team you can be if you're turning it over. And obviously I felt like if we don't turn it over, we're going to be in every game, no matter who you're playing. And the fact that we had a chance to play these guys, and I talked to Coach Hammock after the game, wished him the best, told him to go win it, represent the West and win the championship, and talk to their guys and talk to Rocky, and hopefully they can bring it home for us. And they've done a good job protecting the ball and winning close games. And this is something we can learn from and grow off of and build off of. And hopefully, that's what happens as we get to the bowl game and into the off season.
Last one, just touch on Skye Moore a little bit. He's one of 3 Western Michigan receivers to have 4 touchdowns in the game, joining Jaden Reed and Greg Jennings. I guess what would you like most about what you saw on the field from him tonight?
The best thing about Skye is his demeanor. He never changes, ever. Winning, losing. He's such a professional from the moment he got here, and he continues to get better. He's the only guy last year when I had my exit meeting with him at the end of the year that he asked the first question. He's like, Coach, I have a question before we start this. How can I get better? What do I need to do? And that normally comes later on in the conversation, but he led off with it. And I gave him a couple of things I thought could make him a better player, and boom, he went out and did it, and we're moving him all over the place. Obviously when you run the ball well, you get favorable coverages, and we got him into man a bunch of times. Caleb put the ball where it needed to be. And obviously he made some unbelievable catches, and it wasn't like he got free runs. They had a guy in his face the whole time. He did a great job with the release plan on every corner. And then, Jalen Hall we threw him one long one too. And he had a great release plan on that play. So it's just fun to have him be a leader in that room, and all those young kids, they all could watch the way he works, and he attributes a lot of that to D, and he's looking forward to having that opportunity to kind of show the young guys, how to work and how to get better. And cause he's the living embodiment, what's the word? Living proof. I guess I would use that word. Embodiment. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm a math major, not an English major, as you know. But he just shows up to work every single day. You can kind of tell he's quiet. He doesn't talk a ton. I got to get him to talk a little bit more, but everything that comes out of his mouth is positive. He has great information on the sideline that when he brings it back. And we put him on the kickoff return team late in the game. I don't know if you saw that. We put him, if something's not working, you go find Skye and put him in. And we never used it. We had a defensive call that had him included in it early in the year. We never got to that in the game, but we were going to put him in to cover a certain guy. So there's nothing he can't do. And he's the best kind of guy to coach. He works hard.